What's up, everyone? WizardKen here with another Rollback Friday / Saturday. That's right, guys. Welcome to another Rollback Friday / Saturday because it is Saturday. And we're going to be looking at the Russian Tier 6 Heavy, the KV2, with all the sexiness and big old head on it and nasty derp, 152mm of nasty derpiness. We're going to call him Mr. Derp. So, yeah, we're going to be looking at Mr. Derp today, and we're going to have a lot of fun with him, because the KV2 is a nasty derper. Anyways, before we get into that, I would like to apologize. This should have been up yesterday, but I didn't get a chance to record this because I was having too much fun with the new game mode that Wargaming came out, where you can play a tank on the moon with barely any gravity with laser guns. That's right, guys. They came out with this little, fun little weekend thing, event that you could play on the moon. It's only yesterday and today, so if you haven't gotten to play it, please jump on there. Today's the last day you can play it. And if you aren't able to get on there because you are on vacation, because it is Easter weekend, and I would like to wish you all a very happy Easter, and be safe out there, and have fun with your families. But anyways, if you haven't had a chance to play it, or you won't have time to play it, I did make a video. I put it up yesterday. Go check that out. The other thing you guys have been asking me is, where's the Type 61 video? That is the Japanese medium tier 9 tank. Well, I've had a lot of problems with getting to this tank. I've had a lot of bad battles throughout the week, and I didn't get this tank until Thursday, which is usually the day I do my tank reviews. Usually by that time, I've had the tanks unlocked, I've gotten all the upgrades on them, and I'm able to do a decent review on them. But I didn't get this tank until then. It was very expensive to get. A lot of experience points to get this tank. And I had a lot of bad battles, so that didn't help me out throughout the week. And still now, I am still trying to get the first package on it. I haven't had the greatest battles. A lot of my teams have been sucking it up. I've had a lot of fun with you guys. You guys have been helping out a lot, and thank you so much for that. But it's been a very terrible week for me with World of Tanks. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just getting old and rusty and just need to retire. Who knows? No, I'm joking. But it happens. Anyways, I don't want to do a review on a tank without its full potential. You know how it is when you get a stock tank. You're just like, oh my god, this tank sucks. And then once you get the final upgrade, you're just like, oh my god, this thing is like badass. So I don't want to review a tank anymore without having all of its full potential on it and giving a honest opinion on it. I've done that in the past, and a lot of people got upset about it because I didn't give it its fullest review, and I apologize for that. So I don't want to make that mistake again. The other thing is I'm going to be changing my work schedule, or actually the work's going to be changing my work schedule for me, forcing me to go in at 2 p.m. to 12 p.m. my time. I usually go in at 4 p.m., which allows me to live stream a lot easier and stuff like that, especially during the week when I'm not off, when some of you guys on the East Coast are able to watch, but it's gonna suck now. So the weekends will suffer a little bit too. This is only for live streaming. Don't worry, the regular video stuffs are gonna be going up on time and stuff like that. It's just live streaming that's affected. I started doing Saturdays and Sundays when I could, and now it's gonna be a little bit harder because I do have to go in at 2 p.m. Now, please understand too that on my weekends I will still be live streaming, so it doesn't affect any of that. If that made sense, awesome, cool. Hit the like button because it was awesomely explained. Anyways, let's jump onto this thing. Gosh, the KV2 is a sexy beast. Mr. Derp here is a badass tank if it's used properly. Now, originally I looked at this tank and I didn't care for the derp gun. It's because I wasn't used to a tank that had a long reload. I think this was before I even got my Death Star, the 183. And even the Death Star doesn't have as long as a reload. I mean, it's close, but not as long. And the accuracy on the Death Star is a little bit better than this too. And so I didn't care for this tank too much. I didn't like it too much with the derp gun, but I've gotten used to derpier guns, and this isn't a bad tank for me anymore. I used to use the 107mm, and it's not a bad gun. Okay, I know a lot of you guys are like, oh, the KV2 only can be used the 152. That's what it's designed for. Yes, it is, and I agree with you. But if you can't get used to the derpiness, the 107mm is not bad. It's got a decent reload on it. It's got a decent amount of penetration and damage. Now, I did do a battle with my buddy, like 10 or 15 battles a long time ago. He used the 152 millimeter, I used 107 millimeter, and we were seeing who could do better. In each game, it was back and forth. It all depended on the circumstances and stuff like that. So we were even all the way up. So either gun can work on this, but the derp is more fun because it's more satisfying when you hit somebody and they just go boop. They just go boop. I don't know why we're calling it boop, but we could just say blow up, but yeah. Anyways, let's talk about the stats on this thing, and then let's jump into some battles, because God knows you guys hate hearing me fucking explain this stuff. So hopefully I started putting up annotations. If there's no annotations on here, so you guys can just skip straight to the battles, I apologize, but if there is one, click it. Anyways, the hit points on this thing is 860, which isn't bad for tier 6. I would actually like this to be like 960 or something like that, or almost 1,000. I think that would be more proper for this big ass monster. Mr. Derpy would appreciate it too. The speed on this thing is 35 kilometers per hour. Now, a lot of people are like, oh man, this thing is slow. It's actually not that bad for a big ass turret. Look at this thing. This thing is huge. This thing weighs tons, and it shouldn't be able to go this fast. To be honest with you, I would feel like it should be not as slow as the T95, but pretty slow. So, because that is a big turret. But anyways, 35 kilometers per hour is not bad. The hull on this thing is 75 on the front, 70 on the side, and 70 on the rear. The turret armor is 75 on the front, 75 on the sides, and 70 on the rear. So this thing doesn't have a lot of armor on it. You do have to be careful with this thing. It will get shot up pretty easily. This is a supportive, I've read somewhere, because I love looking up these tanks and reading other people's opinions on the PC and the Xbox, and somebody wrote somewhere, this is an artillery heavy tank pretty much, and they said you should keep it a supportive back in the crowd, so where you could shoot behind other heavies and stuff like that, and then run away for a few seconds and then go back in and shoot again. And I agree with that. I think that's a proper way of saying this tank. I mean, you are going to get in those situations where you can't run away, but with like a 20-second reload on this, you might want to stay with a couple of people to help protect you a little bit, because it will take you a while to reload if you're using the derp. Anyways, the rate of fire on this thing is 2.50. That's with the 152 millimeter. Now, this is the next thing people want to know is, do you use armor piercing or do you use heat rounds? And I'm going to tell you right now, me personally, I would say go with heat rounds, and most people would say go with heat rounds. Now, the penetration on the regular armor piercing is 110 and 700 damage. I believe it's armor piercing. Let me just double check on that. I could be derping this up, and yeah, I was right. I was making sure. I didn't write it down. I usually write it down on my notepad while I'm talking about this. But anyways, the armor piercing round is 110 on penetration. The damage is 700, which is not bad. The HE round penetration is 86, and the damage is 910. Now, let's talk about this for a second, because a lot of you guys are like, well, if the armor piercing does 700 damage, I might as well just stay with that. And I don't blame you for thinking that, but let me tell you this. Majority of the time, the armor piercing only does like 200, 300 damage. It does such a low roll for me. Majority of the time, the armor piercing is not even worth it. I get higher rolls with the HG rounds than I ever will do with the armor piercing. Now, the damage on the heat rounds, it says 910 if you look underneath the packages, but if you look underneath supplies, it can go anywhere from 683 to 1138, which pretty much you'll kill any tier 6. You'll kill any tier 6. Those sexual diseases are dead. You'll kill any tier 6 in one hit. That's just why we love the derpiness of it. It's fucking great. Now, some of you guys are like, why don't we just use the armor piercing gold rounds, the MPBs? Because you're not doing any more damage, you're just getting more penetration. And look at our armor. Our armor is only 75 anyways. There's not a lot of tanks that have more than 75, 80, 90, stuff like that. So there's no reason. The HE rounds are perfect for this. Anyways, So just a comparison real quick. The aim time on this is 4 seconds. The accuracy is 0.60. This is why I say some people might not like this, because on the FV 215B 183, or better known as the Death Star, which is a pretty derpy gun. That's why I wanted to compare the gun in that sense. The reload or the aim time is 3.40 on that, okay? And the accuracy is 0.40. Okay, so you hear me a lot of times on this start be like, oh my god, I can't believe I fucking missed and blah blah blah. It doesn't have that bad of accuracy on the FV. It just has really shitty rolls sometimes. But the accuracy on this tank is 0.60. You're going to be shooting this thing all over the place, and it's going to go flying, and you're going to be pissed. You're not going to be able to shoot it long distance, guys. Just be aware of that, okay? So just be careful with this thing. If you don't like the derpiness of it because the rounds are just going all over the place, I don't blame you. 20 seconds is a long time, and for your rounds to be shooting all over the place, it sucks. And but you can change it out for the 107mm. You'll like it that way too. But give it a chance. Give it a little bit of chance. I've gone back to this tank and I'm enjoying using the derpy 152. Anyways, guys, let's jump into a battle and see what we do. Alright, guys, we're on Airfield War Standard Battle, and finally, I'm in a Tier 6, Tier 5 battle. Jesus, I've been playing this tank for a little bit now, and I've been getting mostly Tier 7 and 8s, which I could still handle to an extent. It's very touch and go in those types of battles, because this tank can't take a lot of hits. You will die pretty easily against some big tanks. I mean, I got hit, I think, 3 times by a Tiger, and he tore my ass up so badly. He just does a good amount of damage that just knocks me down. Anyways, I want to thank you guys so much for being so supportive of this series and all the other series, you know, like War Thunder and stuff like that. You guys are amazing. We are almost at 4,000 subscribers. This is badass. Now, remember, guys, I know I haven't announced this, for a while, but when we hit 4,000 subscribers, we will be doing a live stream, and it'll be a lot of fun because I'm going to be giving a lot of goodies away, a lot of fun stuff away. I've got t-shirts, I've got other things I don't want to talk about at the moment, but there's some really cool things I want to give away and send to you guys and stuff like that. This did come out of my own pocket and stuff, so Wargaming and Xbox, nobody gave me anything. I know if they were able to, they would, but I haven't really asked too much of them on this stuff. I want to give it out because it's my thing I want to do for you guys, not anybody else give out. So anyways, let's see. I don't want to push forwards because this side, I need to be supportive. I need to be very supportive. I cannot be a pusher with this tank, and so I refuse to do that. I have been detected by something, and I'm not happy about that. Jesus Christ. Yeah, somebody's shooting at me. And I hit a tree down. That doesn't help. Oh gosh. Anyways, if you guys have never used this tank, I would highly suggest going out and getting it. It's a lot of fun. This thing is such a derpy tank. Mr. Derp is out to derp. He's out to kick some ass. Now, this is not a very good position either, but I might be able to get over here and get some derp shots in. I'm hoping, but I'm probably not going to. Wow, you guys are killing them left and right. You do know there's some guys over there. Like, there are some guys over here. This is terrible because I'm in a really good battle in the sense of match-wise. Matchmaking loved me right now. But, Jesus, I'm just not getting anywhere near the enemy. It's just all these other guys are able to get out there and kick ass, and I'm not able to do a damn thing about it. Ooh, there's a stug up here. Might be able to do something to him. Gotta be very careful about this. There he is. Might be able to get a good hit on him. Ah, get my turret down a little bit. Aiming in. Aiming in. Derp charge! Woo! God, we are just tearing them up. I mean, I know it's an even game, but still. Oh man, this is gonna be a waste of a derp. Who's this over here? Oh, it's the Tog. Hello, Mr. Tog. Come here. I want to derp you. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm not taking a lot of damage out of these guys because they're almost all half dead. So, doesn't help me out. Come on, kill him. I don't want to have to derp him. Fuck it. Ah, fuck. We're not reloading the time. I'm pulling the trigger. I'm getting all excited. I was like, yay, derp, 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 derp. Well, our team is getting their ass kicked. Who's spotting me now? Yay.
The driver is hit. We must run away.
Ooh, there's a T1 heavy. There's somebody else shooting at me. Screw you guys. Hold on. Let's back up a little bit, dude. Oh, we're getting spotted. I really don't want to get hit by that fucking thing again. There we go. There's a good hit. 20-second reload begins. Yay! I don't have any equipment on here, so it could have gone faster, but it's not going to. 12 seconds left. 12 seconds left. Come on.
God damn you! Leave me alone, you little panty ass.
You son of a bitch. Eat shit. Alright, I'm going to look at him. Hopefully he runs away. Yep, he ran away. Because he thought I was going to get him. He thought I was going to get him. Alright, come on, come on. Why aren't these medium tanks coming out and helping us? Come on. There we go. Got him. Alright. So, since our team is losing. Jesus Christ. Well, we're not losing, but the thing is our team back there should be coming up here and helping us. And they're not. And this is a terrible shot to be taking, but we're going to take it anyways. Beep. I wish I could have hit him better on the side. Gotta keep moving, because I don't want to get hit by artillery. This could be bad. Fuck! This could be very bad. Come on, reload. 2 seconds. 1 second. Load that shit. I got you, buddy. I got you. Oh, come on. Come on. Fall back. Let me have the kill. Fall back. Please. Please. No! Oh. Good. 6 kills. I hate you all. Fucking team. No courtesy for others. Alright, we got victory. Victory. Yeah. 73,000 in silver. 2,783 in experience points. And I already had my ×2, so that's without ×2. Not a bad game. Only 2,179 damage. God, we were just cleaning up a lot of guys. If we could have actually hit some of these guys at full health, we could have had a lot more damage, but I'll take what I can get. But anyways, 5 kills. Not bad. Alrighty, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching this
Rollback Friday / Saturday.
KV2 reminder of how badass this tank can be. I love this tank. It's a lot of fun, especially since I'm used to derpy tanks now. It's still a pain in the ass. I did play a good amount of this today. I wanted to get some more battles in there, but I was just getting tons of open maps. The one problem with this tank and you guys probably know this too, is that a lot of times you get these really, really open maps. You don't get Himmelsdorf or Ensk, you know, some of these ones that this thing can be badass close quarters. And sometimes the open maps aren't bad as long as they have a lot of hills that you can hide behind and this and that. But some maps are just completely open, and was it Malinovica and stuff like that. I dislike playing on those maps with this tank. It's because you have to shoot long distance. There's no protection between you and the other tank. Like, you can't sneak up to them to, you know, shoot them a little bit closer, because you really want that accuracy to be dead on. And because of the .60, your rounds are going to go all over the place, and you're going to be pissed off. You're going to shoot like 2 or 3 rounds, and you're going to be like, I haven't hit a goddamn thing. And then before you know it, half the game's gone. And it just sucks. But this is a badass tank. It's really, really nice. It's just sometimes the maps are not. It's really map oriented, to be honest with you. It's really good with those close quarter ones, and some of those maps that you can get some coverage to get towards the enemy tank. Long distance is not going to be your friend with this tank. It's going to suck. But anyways, guys, I'm WizardKen. Thank you so much. Hit the like button. It really, really helps me out a lot. You guys have been doing awesome with that. We did get over 100 on the, what was it, the Chiri? Or, I think it was the Chiri. I can't remember. Anyways, you guys did amazing with getting that all the way up past 100 likes. Let's see if we can do it again on this video and all the other videos. I just want to keep getting likes, guys, because I like it when you guys touch me like that. That was weird.